punished with the tax structure that's not fair. Why don't we have, just because we don't work for one employer, why don't we have our own union? Why don't we all come together and share by the size of and the numbers that we have collectively to get access to health care, to get access to unemployment insurance, to get access to an income stabilization fund, hopefully one day. And you would think, wow, that's an easy idea. Somebody must have already done that. And in 1995, nobody had done it. And Sarah Horowitz came along and she did it. And it's, as I said, it's an honor for you to have you here on Staten Island. And I want to thank you and my good friend Richard Winston for being here, and all of you. And I know she was pleasantly surprised to see the numbers of people here. And when I saw Richard in Albany not too long ago, in June, talked about, where are freelancers? Where, of course, they're all over the country. But there's a little blip on the radar screen called Staten Island where we have such a high percentage of people. And the reason I give people is because, Staten Islanders, we really are upwardly mobile. We really have a great community, a diverse community. We have a lot of go-getters here on Staten Island. And we have that entrepreneurial spirit, which, despite the fact that government does its best to put it out, it's thriving here on Staten Island. But it's struggling. And that's why when Sarah and Richard reached out to me to have a meeting here to let you all know about the Freelancers Union, I thought it was such a wonderful fit, because I think we have the perfect place here on Staten Island to really get the word out that there is help and that there is power in numbers. And that's what the Freelancers Union affords you. And of course, when I saw Sarah as a Staten Islander, as a proud Staten Islander, I grew up literally 2 minutes away from where we're standing, and I'm raising my young family about 3 or 4 blocks here. So whenever I have someone from off Staten Island come here, the first thing I do is to tell them what a beautiful place and how lucky we are. And people really don't know that, and it's something that we need to, I'm so proud of it. I tell everyone everywhere I go, you can, from here down to Tottenville, you go out here and you look at some of the bluffs overlooking the water and the many open areas that we have that really are just amazing. And I told Sarah, if I blindfold you and drop you off down at Skyline Avenue maybe, or one of our parks, or at Mount Loretta, and ask you where you were, you'd think you were in San Diego. And it's right here in Staten Island. And so my message is to her, but it's also to, we forget as Staten Islanders. So I just want to remind you, we really, 1/3 of our property mass here on Staten Island, 1/3 is open space and parks. And we are we're a very large borough as well, not by population, but by size. So we have thousands of acres of beautiful natural area parks, something we care about, and it, I think, is, people tried to change that. It's one of the reasons why I ran for city council, because I saw things changing out here. And we have a diverse city, diverse both in terms of our citizenry and our neighbors, but also in our neighborhoods. We've got the skyscrapers of Park Avenue. We can have the backyards and parks of Staten Island, too. It's a good mix. It's what makes it a great city. A little bit about my background. As I heard Sarah discuss it, I'm reminded that I seem not to be able to keep a job. I was,
You're a freelancer.
She stole my punchline.
Oh, no.
At heart, I am. I worked at Keaton Warwick to get my CPA when I came out of college, and I went to law school, went to Fordham University School of Law. I became a prosecutor, but I had that freelance spirit, and so I had some offers from law firms for a lot more money than my family and I had ever seen, and I turned it down to join with some partners in a software development firm on Wall Street, and it was exciting, and it was interesting, and it was really scary. Right? Going into business, being on your own is really, really scary, right? You don't have the security of that paycheck that's coming every 2 weeks. It's all based on your own efforts, and that's why I really, I just extend my, my thanks to you for what you mean to all of us. Government doesn't create jobs. It doesn't. It creates a lot of jobs, but they're one-time jobs, really. It doesn't help the GDP the way you do. The jobs you create really fuel our economy. And so I got involved in this business. The first year, kept telling my wife, don't worry, we're going to make money soon. In the second year, I said, anytime. And the third year, it all came together. And when finally we started making money, I just couldn't believe about things called the unincorporated business tax, and the fact that we had to pay twice Social Security tax, and how difficult and expensive it was to get health care and all the hurdles that were really in the way, and not to mention the business that I was involved in, but all the regulations